Hey everyone, it's Savannah. Welcome back to my day old tea. I'm so excited for today's video because it is another tour of one of my islands. This is Mellowave, my beach city / coastal town island. Now, I took inspiration from my real life when building this island. I wanted it to have a small beach town kind of feel, very relaxed and cozy. Before we get started with the tour, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos, and I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so here is my map and I want to go through all of my villagers. So I have Ozzy, Shino, Skye, Whitney, Bo, Bluebear, Maple, Sherb, Antonio, and Lolly. All cuties. I love them so much, and I think they fit into the colors of this island really well, which is a lot of yellows and blues, you'll see. So here I am at my airport, and when you get off of the airport dock, you are greeted by Nook's Cranny. I love the summer edition of Nook's Cranny, and I think it suits my island really well. Another thing I love in this area is this Plaza balloon wagon. I just think that it was the perfect addition to this space, and I love how it turned out here. So moving up forward this way brings you to resident services, and I have my DA saved at a time where I have a rainbow, which I love. So when you wake up at resident services, there's actually a yellow ladder right here that I think most people will be drawn to, and this leads up to an overlook that you have a great view of my island's marina. This area is just so good, and an overlook is something that I knew I wanted to include on this island. Now, if we come down this incline, you will be greeted by a boardwalk that leads up to a restroom, getting off the beach area, place to like wash up. I just have some simple beach decorations. I wanted it to feel pretty natural and like the villagers are actually like spending time on the beach and it's lived in. So I have a little sandcastle making area and another little lookout area. And then if we come back up here, let me just get back onto our boardwalk. I have some bikes parked here. We made it a little fishing area on stream. I decorated it with a lighthouse, and I'm really happy with how this peninsula turned out. I think it just looks so darling. On the beaches here, I just have a little lifeguard area and a little like picnic kind of hangout. I don't really know what this area is supposed to be, but I kind of just made like a little stall that is selling some kind of treat for the beach. And then here is the surf shop, which is my house. I'm gonna do a separate tour video of the inside of my surf shop, so stay tuned for that. Okay, so now coming back up this way, and then I just have like a little plaza kind of sitting area with a small little pond there. And then you come across the bridge to a Sidewalk Bakery. I actually did a speed build of this. I actually don't feel like I've seen any of my villagers sit in these chairs or check out this area at all, which is a little heart-wrenching. I love all of the light blue, and that kind of became a theme throughout the rest of my island because I loved it here so much. Moving along this way, I have a very suburban kind of feel, and you can walk down alongside this canal and you will be greeted by Ozzy and Sherb's house. I gave them a little cul-de-sac here. This is one of the first builds we did on stream on my island. So Sherb just has a really cute little summer vacation kind of yard, and then Ozzy over here has a cute little lawnmower set up and a little swimming pool in his backyard. Because both of these boys are lazy villagers, I wanted to give them a cute little area to play because they are kids at heart. Ozzy, I can't believe you're doing this to me right now after all of the great moments we've shared. Anyway, I made a really cute park here. I love this build. It's one of my favorites. It's so simple, but I love that it's on a diagonal. This brings us over to my campsite. Now over here, I have it decorated with a little beach volleyball setup We have a little picnic area. And then over here, I have my campsite tent. So I kind of decorated it as a actual campsite on the beach. All right, so from here, I think we should continue going across and go across the canal here, which brings us to my seafood restaurant. I couldn't resist making a seafood restaurant on this island. It just felt like it totally needed it. And I like that this is right on the beachfront, on the boardwalk. It just feels right to me. I had a lot of fun playing around with different building items to make faux buildings on this island. And this one I used the wide display cases. And also I love how that shell light looks in the case. It looks so pretty at night. When you come down onto the beach, I just have a cute little lounge in the sun area. And then we can move along this way, and there's just some other decorations. And this leads us to Cap'n's Pier. So Cap'n, I just gave him like his own nice little area. I figured he needs some beverages from all his singing, and he would enjoy to be playing that ukulele there. So I have that set out for him, and I have a map for all the mystery islands back here as well. We have our little clean beach initiative set up over here, and then you can come back onto the boardwalk, and there's just a cute little gazebo moment here. And then this leads us into more of our neighborhood. Now up front we have Lolly's house. I wanted to give her kind of like a hotel-esque walk up with the palm trees. I just think it looks very cool and beachy. And then you can loop around here, and I just have some cars placed on the road, as well as Shino's house here, which just has a cute little tomato garden in the front yard because I just thought that was so summery. And then coming up here, we have the gas station. I got to use items that I wouldn't usually use, and I like how it turned out in the end. Next to the gas station, we have a little movie theater, and I just kept it really simple and fun with a lot of little scattered items on the ground there. On the rocks here, I have just like a little fishing area. I imagine that this is where the fish is all weighed. I pretty much just have a little hammock here for some more lounging. And that little bottle is supposed to be sunscreen. So that's what's going on this way. So let me just get us back over here, and we'll go this way this time. Now this is something I've seen other people do, but I had to include these little ducks on my island. I just think that they're so darling, and I had to put them as if they're going to the canal water here. I love this part of my island. I love all the blue. There's also this really nice viewpoint here with the bridge and the waterfalls and all the balloons and decorations in the background. It's right next to Blue Bear's house. Blue Bear is one of my dreamies, and I was so excited to find her. She lives next door to our friend Antonio, who has just like a little bit of a jock setup. He has his water shoes out, he has his little toys out, and also a little paint set. So that is pretty much all for down here. Let's go up here. So up here, this is the start of my shopping promenade, is what I like to call it. So that's what the area is to the right. But let me show you over to the left because that's where more of my villager homes are. So on stream, this was the last build we did on my island. It is a scenic meadow with an overlook, and I have Bo and Maple's house back here. They have a cute little picnic. I love the wind turbines in the back and how they add so much movement, along with all the flowers and trees just when the wind hits. I just love this cozy little spot in the back of the island. There's also a path that leads to another lighthouse, and I made just like a cool little look off point with kind of like an illusion, but I'm not very good at it. But I think that it just looks cute anyway. Now over here I have Abel's, and I've used castle walls to kind of cover it up and make this look like one cohesive shopping center. I also tucked in Whitney's house back here. So Whitney, I feel like, is always working out on my island, and like, go off girl. So I wanted to give her a yoga studio where she could practice and lead classes for the rest of the island in this promenade. So that's what's going on in Whitney's yard. I kind of like how I tucked away her house in there. I do kind of forget that it's here. Now if we go to the other side of this fountain, we have the ice cream shop. I can't resist making an ice cream shop on my island. I just feel like they always have to have one. To the right here, this is where I put Skye's house. She has her own little area at the end of this shopping area. However, Skye has a little secret ladder up here, but I'll show you where that leads in just a second. Okay, so now at this fountain we can come up, and this leads to my Boardwalk Carnival / arcade area, which is actually my museum. So I covered it up, turned it into an arcade. We made it like very beachy. We have crane machines, we have some classic video games, popcorn, cotton candy, of course the ATM so you can take out more money. Now over here I was imagining this as like that game at the carnival that has the ducks, and you pick all the ducks out of the little swimming pool and can win a prize. So that's what's going on here. We have the prize wall displayed behind the stalls there, and some teddy bears you can win. And then you can walk along here and peek over at the secret beach, and you can actually walk down there, but I'll leave that to you. And if you continue walking along this way, you just have a pretty pergola moment, and look at that rainbow in the back. You love to see it. So I think we'll continue walking along our boardwalk now and go past the museum / arcade. And then this is like a fake building. It's not really intended to be anything, but I love how this structure looks. Now across from that, this is where the ladder leads, and I think of this as Skye's rooftop bar. So she has like a pool lounge with a DJ set. She has an area to hang out and relax. She has a bar, she has a pool. My girls got it all up here. This is the place to hang out. Now, if we continue moving on the boardwalk, this area I just kind of made a little sun tanning kind of spot just to kind of overlook the ocean and relax. And then if you continue moving along this way, it's my mini golf course. So I feel like every shore town has to have a mini golf course, and I feel like they're usually always pirate themed. So that's what I went for here. I've used this handheld pendant placed as like a pin for the mini golf holes, and then I dropped pearls as if they're the golf balls on the ground here. Also, that's what that jar is supposed to be. It's supposed to be like those are all the golf balls to choose from. We continue moving along this way. There's another mini golf hole here. You guys really wanted me to include the garden gnomes in the mini golf, so there we have that lovely little pirate friend. And you can come down here and there is a third hole, which is a little bench. So that is the mini golf area. Over here, we just have a very simple decorated beach. I really didn't do anything on it. It's really not anything exciting. Let's come back up here where it's a lot more fun. I also feel like mini golf courses always have a little suspension bridge and waterfalls, so I needed to have that here. Moving along this way, if this looks familiar, it's because it's our marina. This is where all the yachts are docked. We have a little bait fishing shop area. and of course a little fuel station for the yachts. And with that, we've actually reached the end of my island tour. This island took me about 6 weeks to make, and it's my favorite island I've made so far. I love just like the overall vibe of it. It makes me feel like I'm on vacation whenever I log in. So I hope you guys like this video. I hope it gave you inspiration for your future island. And if you liked my tour, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more. Look at Skye popping in for the sign off. What a freaking cutie. Stop it. You're gonna make it so hard to reset.